Hello, good afternoon, and welcome to another scene for the Living World of Darkness, Changeling the Dreaming Venue. Today's scene takes place starting outside of the Freehold Hall, uh, which, of course, as always, presents itself as this terrifying monstrosity of fangs and horns. But to some, it's just home. So, individuals, please tell me what you are up to this fine day. Misha.
Yeah, I was about to start babbling about something. Yeah, Misha's pretty much sitting like inside, just inside, and she is sitting on the ground actually and rummaging through her bag to make sure that everything is where it's supposed to be. Since we're waiting for someone to show up. Yeah, and I'm sure Anaba's probably chilling somewhere near her, just kind of maybe watching with interest at all the shinies going in and out of the bag. She does like the shinies.
William is like holding a carrot and like trying to get Anaba's attention. Like, I got a carrot.
I mean, I'd say we have to flip a coin because you have to. The option is carrot or shiny. There are shinies over here. There's carrots over here. Misha's not trying to get attention though. It's just that's just how it's working. So you want evens or odds?
I don't fucking mind.
Well, pick something. Evens or odds?
Even.
You got her attention. She sort of starts sniffing the air and starts heading over to get the sweet thing that's, being dangled in front of her. Literally the rabbit going after the carrot.
William, like, tries to pull the carrot, but she captures it. And then he, like, pets the rabbit.
He's just not really paying attention. And, okay, yeah, there's... and she pulls out, like, a package of, like, gloves, that are in there. And she carefully sets it off to, like, in a little pocket off to the side because she wants to make sure she knows where those are at. And she moves, and she, like, you can see she pulls it. You can see, like, the top part of, like, a first aid kit that she is moving off to one side or something. It's clear she's organizing. She's not really paying too much attention to you at the moment.
William is waiting as well.
About that point, Alice would come walking in. She's wearing a red tank top, a black miniskirt, and has on her shoulder a messenger bag.
Hey, come on in.
So you said you had word on you-know-who?
It's safe to talk in here. Is anything else? Is anywhere else?
It's mostly safer than most places, actually.
We're ready to kill some ranters.
Well, I'm not sure that Erica's necessarily a ranter. She might just be a complete and utter traitor sellout.
Or she may be an individual who manipulated, lied, seduced. I think hearing her story and then doing what's necessary would be better.
We do know where the renters are to be found, but but we need to plan that a little better than right this minute. Right now, we're trying to figure out what to do with Erica. Need more information.
We can get more information from Erica, and then we need to handle like one more thing regarding a poison. They use this weird poison that affects everybody, so we need antitoxin. And then I think we will gather everybody for planning Bareness.
What's this about the poison?
We just found out that they kind of use a poison.
So that's what. All right. Earlier text messages make more sense.
The
Which earlier text messages? The ones you didn't respond to?
No, I just got some messages earlier from Amber.
That's funny. I feel pretty certain that I sent you some texts. Because I thought you might be, a little worried about someone. But, I guess I'm wrong. So, what are we going to do?
If it's a magical poison, that's something I can just neutralize on my own.
how?
The power of pyretics.
Well, that works for you. It doesn't necessarily work for everybody.
Maybe she can cast for everybody who's entering the fight. With Big Faye and Steen, it's doable.
I will. All I know for certain is that most of what I can do is retroactive in that regard. So if someone gets poisoned, that's something I can do something. I can heal them. But beyond that,
It's retroactive, I understand, Baroness. Okay.
That's an issue, because what if someone dies before you can get to them?
no, I mean I can completely negate the poison as so someone's poisoned, poison I can get rid of. But pre-gaming it, I'm not sure I'd be able to.
Maybe we can try to find like a this power infused with like potions. So you drink it, you're fine.
Well, our source says that something like that is possible. We just need to get the stuff to make them.
Carol,
Yes.
can I roll Greymare if William can be cured by this magic right now?
Sure. Intelligence Greymare.
I'm gonna check my Greymare because if she can cure me, that might be quite nice to have.
Let's see. This is a pyretics art, you said?
Yes.
Yeah, level 3 pyretics, it specifically mentions being able to cure magical poisons. Whether that can be done in advance is the question.
Let's see.
I have an 8.
An 8. Hold on, let me read this. See if it would work for his allergy is the thing, because he's not poisoned anymore.
Okay.
Let's see, and even temporarily cure disease. That might, that might work. The curing disease could work. A couple of cantrips fade. Cancer can burn away curses and effects. Okay. Look at that. I did not Damn, I need to read this more. No, I'm like, this could cure fucking naming.
Yes, that's actually something I talked about with Michael actually a while back. Was the only cure for naming seems to be pyretics, fire.
No, what?
You might be able to burn away your broken contract.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh. If I had known that, I would have done it sooner.
I am
Cool.
actually. I think I need fucking pyretics for William now.
Let's see, the effects on changelings, mortal, and other dependent on circumstances, or some determined qualifies an impurity. Curse, causing, okay, but. Okay, yeah. So as long as it's not a naturally occurring thing with, Faye, that should be fine. If you want to do that, you need, actor. Any poison, curial. Okay. Okay. Yeah. If you can match the level of the poison with your successes, if we're gonna say since it had a lingering effect, you would need at least 3 successes.
Okay.
To purify William, but he has to tell you,
Yeah.
it's going on.
Just a second, guys.
All good.
I will mute myself. I'll be right back.
All right. Well, Misha was going to say something, but it's probably best said when he's here as well. So when William is, so she's just going to shrug and look to Alice and be like, have a seat if you'd like. She's sitting on the floor, by the way, but there are chairs around.
Alice kind of nods at that. Thank you. I'm okay standing right now, though.
All right. Whatever you're comfortable with. Oh, see, if you don't remember what she was referring to, like regarding the texts, look at our PMs.
Oh yeah, yeah. He was in the hospital thing.
Right, and she never responded, so
right.
That's what she was referring to. Okay. But you're the one who has most of the information on her. We really don't. You just know where she works at.
I know where she works. I know what she was doing for the wedding. I know that she's a boggin, but I think that's a given at this point.
Yeah, I remember what she looks like. That's about all I got. Mostly because, well, I helped plan that wedding a little bit anyway.
So who else is joining us?
It's just us.
There he is. Misha's going to look at both of them and just say, I spoke with Charles the other day, and I told him that if he couldn't be here, I would pass on his opinion. And he thinks that we should consider the idea of using her, maybe feeding her bad information so that she can maybe lure the ranters into a trap that would make things easier for us.
Maybe we can offer that as a deal for her with Mariposa. She is gonna go to, depending on what she did, because we don't know what she did yet.
Aside from selling out our friend and us?
Aside from selling out information in the wedding, which we don't know why she did it. She's a boggin. I don't think Boggins just tries to hurt people. As far as I know, Boggins, they can't stand people getting hurt.
That's funny. She sure caused it.
Yeah, do you think she was malicious?
Feels like it to me. Look at all the dead.
Yeah. That's very Like, I'm not gonna say that's a closed way of looking, but it is a closed way of looking. We need to understand the way she did it, why she did it. If she just did it for malicious intent, just I don't care. But there's a reason why she may have done what she did, because she may have been just fooled by the Rangers.
I have a feeling she's not going to tell us either way.
I mean, yeah, and then we're gonna tell her, like, if she doesn't cooperate, we will just fucking torture her, punch her in the face a couple times. Because, so, like, here's the thing. This is as much as this is, we kind of get mad and, like, going for her, we will arrest her. Like, she's going to Mariposa. We told her what we're going to do, and she agreed to it. So basically, we are basically being a bit of cops. A baroness, a councilwoman, and a commoner going there and basically asking questions regarding what the fuck has happened. So, while I understand everybody's angry, sadly, you two has responsibilities, and I don't. While I can punch the shit out of her, or you guys can do what you guys kind of also need to think what's best for Firstly Manhattan and Brooklyn. Or the people who lives in it.
I don't need a lecture on it, William. No offense meant. I am well aware of the oath I've taken.
My apologies, Councilwoman.
Oh, stop it.
Basically, like, guys, if she's gonna try to run away, but she has nowhere to go except the Rangers, and people caught her, like, on the road. She's not running away from three of us. Plus, Inaba and Kelgar.
I don't think I'm bringing Inaba for this. I don't see what she can really do here, and I'd rather leave her be safe.
I will bring Kelgar in. Like, she is not running away from a Pyrex monster, a thief, and me, plus a wolf. A giant motherfucking wolf.
Unless, of course, she has some sort of Wayfair ability.
I have Wayfair as well, and I can pull her back to me with the Wayfair. Or, like, I know you both have, like, weird powers. We all have weird powers. Kelgar is, like, faster than fucking satyrs, if he wants to be. If she's just gonna be like, whoops, I'm not here with Wayfair, then, well, she can do it all the time. And we can't just bargain her. Like, when I say bargain her, just tell, like, the show what happened, who died, and basically ask her, like, she needs to help so no more people dies. She needs to help us if someone is hurt, and we are all hurt.
I mean, I have no problem using her problem against her. That's fine. I don't really care. I have a lot more things I'd like to be doing, but I have oaths that may or may not. Yeah. Simple fact is, we just gotta go find her.
And hope she doesn't run.
If she runs, that kind of means that she, I don't know, I don't want to. I just want to say that we are different from the Rangers. Our mercy is so important because we are different from them. That's all I'm gonna say. Do we know where she works?
Yeah, that's the catering company that Alice knows of.
Okay. So first and for all, what we can do is basically Kelgar or Misha can trail her. We know where she works. We know she is gonna go to a home after she leaves to work or her friends, and then she will go to home. We can follow her to her home and then like knock the door and say hi. We want to talk, or we can just
I am all about following the laws of etiquette in this scenario.
yeah. The queens. We are basically given this duty by Mariposa, so it's kind of like we can tell that to the people in Queens.
I still think someone should be watching the back door and windows just in case she decides to vanish by more conventional means.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
That's pretty much what I have no intention of letting. We're going to make sure this place, check all the exits of this place before we walk up to it.
Exactly. So are we okay with this plan? Follow her home and basically knock the door and say hi. We wish to talk. That's what cops does. And Kelgar can wait at the window or the back door.
Oh, so can I.
Yeah, so can you. So can I.
Well, you're the one who wants to knock on the door.
Okay, then you wait at the back and I will knock on the door.
I might even just sneak in the back door.
Okay. That's up to you. I wish I had the fair tree. This third version of the Wayfair, where you can open doors, like Doctor Strange style.
I think at that point it'd constitute breaking and entering and be less of the etiquette you're talking about.
I mean,
I just said I was going to come in the back door, whether anyone liked it or not. What do you think that was?
the
Prudence.
Misha grinned. She can't.
etiquette is like related and not related in this problem. Like this can be a red cap who transformed himself into a boggin with arts.
That's possible, but I really don't think. It seems unlikely. That doesn't mean it isn't the case, but
Exactly.
it doesn't hurt to be prepared. And without having a clue what we're walking into, I think we're about as prepared as it can be. I have some ideas as to what I'd like to do, but I'm trying to rein them in. So, for now, your way seems simplest. Sometimes keeping plans simple is the best way to go. And then we'll play from there.
Do you just agree with me? As he like looks at the Misha?
Not entirely, but I'm willing to play along.
Okay, Baroness, you're okay with this as well?
I'm okay with this. I'm not happy, but you're right. There's things to consider.
Kelgar, are you okay with this?
Rough.
Fuck you, William. rough. God damn it, Carol.
So I have a question for you. Just quickly, Carol. Because this is new. There's been new ST since I've had a chimerical companion.
Mhm.
Does it make sense to you that the person who is sort of bonded with the chimerical companion would pretty much understand, even if it's not through like regular language, but at least through body language or something, they would understand their own companion?
In as much as like you understand like your dog's temperaments and stuff like that, unless it has like an intelligence or like the ability to for speech. But like you know how like when you have like a dog you're really close to or an animal that you are Yeah, since it's bonded with you, you would have that same kind of like, oh, well, Snuffy does this when he's really upset, so maybe I should just let him have some alone time, kind of thing.
Just checking, because I mean, both of us, he has, a wolf, and I have a rabbit who is int 1 at the moment. It 2 soon, hopefully, but
yeah. Their various intelligences probably mean that they're not going to be communicating like intelligence 1, it's like Inaba's range of emotions are like hungry, sleepy, scared, curious.
Hungry, sleepy, scared.
Well, you should have heard, because the other day I had to play Inaba briefly because he used Primal 1 on Inaba. And so he was like, do you want to stay here or do you want to go to her? And she just looks at him and he's like, yeah, she's like, she's mine. Like, just very simple sort of thoughts, because it was like, it won.
William tried to activate Primal and failed. I wanted to force Kirill to play Kelgar.
Rough.
So like he tries to do something. He tries to do something with Kelgar and it fails. He's like, fuck. But then he
it worked on Inaba, but
shit, it didn't work on Kelgar. Sorry, boy.
Okay, I just figured to ask the question. Because back in the day, Lainey totally understood what Squirtle was saying and nobody else did.
I mean,
it was pretty funny. Like, she sat there and listened to this long-winded story Squirtle would tell about, like, how, all the adventures that he had on the way to following her to where she was at, and talking about places in the dreaming that she'd never heard of. And she's just going, oh my god, what the hell does he know about the dreaming? And she's just listening, and the whole thing is just Squirtle, 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 Squirtle to anybody else. But she understood it. And it was kind of hilarious. So I just figured I'd ask the question, because,
if here in the real world we named creatures the way they do in the Pokemon universe, there would be so many like names from animals that just make the worst of fucking sounds. Like, oh yeah, that's a like, I can't call it that because I can't make it sound.
And that is the moment that we start singing, what does the fox say?
Don't you mean what does the say?
Basically, yes.
So, all right, back to shenanigans.
Yeah.
You guys are going to her work first to follow her home from there. So, yes, what is that? What I heard?
Yes, the only person here who probably didn't make an impression on her is probably William, because at least that's my guess.
I think like William has made a lot of impression on a lot of people.
Yeah, William's reputation precedes him at this point.
I mean, I get you.
William was also one of the heads of security at the wedding, so she would have seen a lot of him.
I was thinking Misha's wedding party, and like Alice was the bride. Like, there's basically none of us that can walk in there and just be discreet.
Woo! We brought the most descript people possible for a clandestine mission.
William just kind of looks at Alice and Misha and says, "Okay, maybe we can like watch her work from a distance, and Misha can basically be ninja, and." She can watch her with Kelgar. Kelgar also can be a ninja.
Well, maybe I can get close enough to try to get a view of her, and just enough that I can pass that on to Kelgar so he can actually let us know when she's about to leave, and then I can leave and she won't see me.
Okay.
Does that work?
I don't know. Baroness, what do you say?
I was thinking that I could follow all of you from a very large distance and be staying in touch via text message, so that because I don't think you get much more conspicuous than me or William.
That's true. I have a bunch of scars on my face, and it just basically says, "Hi, I'm a troll."
And you're also William Black. And if someone in New York doesn't know your name, they've been living under a rock, and it was a really big rock.
That had soundproofing.
Thank you.
It was a soundproof rock.
Thank you.
Because speeches.
So how about Kelgar and Misha, which Kelgar can do what Misha says, and you can basically ask Kelgar what to do, and then you can keep us updated with the texts, right, Misha?
I think I've forgotten my skill in texting, William.
Quick, establish
Whatever.
a spirit link. No.
Whatever. That's what William says. Whatever.
She pulls out her phone and just stares at it blankly, like she has no idea what to do.
Oh, you're so funny. Can you teach me more how to be more funny?
I could, but then I'd have to kill you.
Shit.
I'm gonna kill you both. I mean, wait, what?
Did God just speak to me?
Yes.
God, speak to me. William just says did you heard it as well?
No, I heard nothing. Can we get the hell out of here?
Yeah, there's God is here. Guys, God is here. Let's go.
What if God was one of us?
What if God was one of us?
Okay, roll initiative.
This song is so bad, though.
It used to be my waking up call, and I'm gonna listen it right now.
Misha plugs in a headset, and because if she's gonna turn on this song, she is absolutely gonna have something louder than that in her ears.
No, he doesn't open it. I am OOC opening it.
Then I'm going to take my headset out right now so that I don't have to hear it out of character.
You're not gonna hear it.
Fair. Then we're going to Misha will simply kind of glance over to Inaba and just be like, "We'll be back in a while." Not like Inaba cares, but she always treats him, treats her, like, this is my friend or whatever. And she will grab her bag, throw it over her shoulder, and start to head out. I assume, unless anybody else objects to that.
No, William pulls his knife, puts it at his back, chemical knife, puts his sword to his back, takes a deep breath, and he gets up. And he says, "I'm ready, let's go."
All right. So, since you guys already know it is in Queens, you'll be outside of the restaurant that catered Alice's wedding. We'll call it, I don't know, what kind of cuisine did you guys have at your wedding? I forget.
We had Japanese.
Oh, God, I don't even know. I got nothing. I'm sorry. I am at a loss for Japanese words right now.
Minato's Japanese food? I don't know.
A lot of Japanese restaurants, if they don't pick Asian words and they decide to use English, will tend to be just like
walk this way and crap like that. Yeah, I know.
Yeah, it's either bad puns or they'll even just have it as like Japanese, and then you're like, Japanese what? The one we go to in Illinois is called Restaurant. So,
well, but that's really simple. Guess what this one is called? It's called Restaurant, but in Japanese.
That is terrible.
That is terrible.
Here, let me look up the word. Do you happen to know the word for that?
You know what?
No, look. I was going to say, Matthew. Do you know the word? The word
off the top of my head, no.
Okay.
I can look that up real quick on Google Translate.
Me too.
We're gonna call it Yakitori, Queen's Yakitori.
It is Rasutoran. Rasutoran. Okay, sure, Yakitori.
Yep, it is Queen's Yakitori. Roll perception alertness, William. Because you give speeches to the downtrodden a lot.
I got 2 successes.
All right. So before I start describing what you guys see as you're scouting this restaurant, so as you're outside of Queen's Yakitori, you see your target, Erica Kuvik, who is smiling as she serves this very, very large table of patrons. William, as somebody who has spent frequent amounts of time amongst the downtrodden, some of which are homeless and poor and struggling to get by in a very expensive city, you actually recognize some of those faces sitting at the table as she serves them food. She seems very friendly, very jovial. She brings extra dishes to those who are still hungry. And this is what she will be doing before the restaurant closes. She will. Is there anything you want to do in reaction to that, or do I continue on?
William takes a deep breath because he starts to put some pieces together in his mind. But he doesn't say anything. He is just watching, from a very distance. He has this black hoodie,
Mm-hmm.
and he's Calgar's hiding in the alleyway because it's huge.
Mm-hmm.
But he doesn't say anything.
As the people finish up eating and the restaurant gets ready to close, she packs up doggy bags for people so that they can have food for later or share with others who weren't able to make it today. It takes a while. It'll probably be another hour or so before she actually leaves because she cleans up the place. She locks the door and heads home. You need to, those of you who are following need to roll, I guess, stealth?
I think that's just
stealth?
me and Kelgar, I think, right?
I thought you were all following her to her home.
Okay, that's fine.
I also need to state that I have impatient, so I need to roll my willpower.
Okay, please do.
What is the difficulty?
Let's see. We're gonna make it an 8 because you had to wait for a long time.
I will let you do that.
That is not a good roll.
I have 2 10s. It's a failure, yeah.
Yeah.
What do I do?
You start getting. I imagine you will start feeling very, very frustrated. There are some. You're waiting in an alley across.
Mm-hmm.
There are some trash cans there that seem quite punchable and kickable. There is also. Let's see. There are some rocks that look like they could be flung at a window. You get to pick. What do? Do you kick the trash cans or you throw a rock at a window?
I kind of want to tell them that I want to go.
Okay, then do that.
William is just guys, I don't want to fucking wait anymore. Let's go in.
Oh, hell no.
We
made a plan. We made a plan. We stick to it. We cannot do things in the middle of a restaurant, William.
God, just look at her. She looks extremely harmless. Let me just talk to her.
No.
Do I need to get another roll or?
Impatience, or are you going to try and convince her via leadership or persuasion?
No, I'm basically she is saying no, we got a plan. We need to follow the plan. So should I roll another willpower roll or?
Yeah.
He's hoping I'm the leader here.
This time, I don't know what the difficulty is. At the 8 again?
Yep.
No. William's guys, no. She looks extremely harmless. Let's just go and talk to her.
William?
I don't know.
No,
I don't
listen to me. No. Because you know what? If you ruin this, we may never get this chance again. She will run. She knows what she did. She knows what she did. She knows what she caused.
Guys, just look at her. She's feeding the homeless just like I do.
Just kind of look at the people that she's feeding. Do they look kind of downtrodden?
Yep. They're
My background is full of downtrodden
Yes.
people too, for the record.
yeah. It's just these. Yeah, you. I was just going for like he would recognize because
Fair enough.
that's his like musing.
Gotcha.
Yes, but you definitely recognize the markers, like backpacks with like just chock full of clothes and amenities. They definitely have that worn look to them, weathered faces, hair that is either messy or pulled into like a ponytail to hide how long it's been since it's gotten a good wash. They seem, yes, this is definitely, these are markers of the homeless.
William, she might have just literally been told that they needed help, so she had to. This might not be a sign of her being nice.
So, SD, what do I do?
You feel compelled to move on. You are impatient, so you either barrel on through or you can get tackled by your team. I don't know. This is up to you guys how to proceed forward. But yeah, you want to go. You want, and you're impatient.
Yeah, William is pretty much, she's like grabbing his hand and she's just going to be like, I don't know what your deal is, but you have an oath with me. Keep it.
What's the oath is about this? I don't understand.
Think about the wording. Think about it for a second. Focus on that for a second instead of
I will stand with you. OOC, the wording of the friendship oath. It's about standing with her, I think, right?
I think it's like hold me well as I hold you, blood for blood, bone for bone. As many times as this oath has come up, I do not have it actually committed to memory.
Hold me well, and I will lend you my strength. My life is in your hands. My blood is in your ways.
Mm-hmm.
Until, like, I think, like, he needs to stay because, like, that's the oath.
Sure. I mean, you have what? What's your troll thing to respond to your oaths and stuff? Yeah, you can, if you're going the oath route, you can go back to standard diff to roll your willpower for impatience again.
Okay, I need to check the oath again because I may get like even bonus dice for this.
Okay.
I am gonna say when a troll is at his duty, nothing can stand in his roll. Troll gets extra 2 dice. Roll resist being seduced, persuaded, even immediately commanded by the calls. This is not mattering. This does not make sense. So, I will just roll my 12 dice. 10 dice.
Okay.
And William stays. He's just like, he stays.
All right. Finally.
She's not going to let go of his hand, though.
Ooh. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah, I don't care. Think what you want.
Anyway, so yes, it does take a long time though, because she's like the main one working. But yes, she is. So now you need to roll your dex stealth to follow her.
Okay. You mean that thing I keep needing to buy up and then never do?
Whatever. You're already more pisky than most piskies.
I'm gonna roll Kilgar's stealth, not Williams.
Yeah, you guys were going to be a bit further behind us. Although you might, yeah. So it maybe theirs could be at a lower diff if you need it, or I don't know. But
I was just gonna go for standard for diff.
I got something.
Yeah, he got a lot of somethings.
What exactly is this roll going to be again?
Dex stealth.
Dex stealth. Okay.
Okay.
This is
sure I
for
heard that right.
Kelgar. Kelgar has 3 successes.
Okay, and I'm gonna roll her perception alertness.
Mine
Right.
is officially, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Oh, dear
my
Lord.
God.
Successes. Okay,
Holy
so
crap. That's bad.
so anybody but meeting up that 6, and that's a big no. So as you guys continue to follow her, you're doing really great being quiet, but it's New York. She's a single girl walking home. She's gotten to that point where maybe she listens a little more carefully when she's walking home because it's just not safe. And she turns around and looks directly at where you are, trying to be stealthy and following her.
Yeah, Misha is upon seeing this because I'm sure she's been caught before. Like it takes a long time to get good. And so she's just gonna stop and look at Kelgar and just kind of stop down and just sort of start petting Kelgar, even if it looks stupid. Like it's dark, it's probably dark by now. So it's a little more discreet, but she's just gonna look like she's suddenly very distracted by Kelgar, and she'll lean in his ear and just be like, just stay with me until I tell you to go again.
She's watching a Selkie pet a big fuck off wolf. Yes.
Yep,
Very good.
and completely ignoring this person that is up ahead.
Mm-hmm.
And
Does she sees us as well?
Yes. If you, it's like she's looking around at the people who are following her from all angles. Like, can I help you with something?
Hi.
Hello.
William extends a hand. I am William Black.
She extends a hand as well, and very hesitation on her face because she's being followed through the alley home. She holds out a hand. She's like, Erica Kubik?
Erica.
Yes.
We wish to talk to you.
Okay.
I apologize for the whatever is going on right now, but we wish to speak to you. Is there any place that you would feel comfortable talking to us? As he looks around and makes sure that nobody hears, and fellow changelings.
We're closer to the restaurant. Let's just go back there.
He nods, and he looks at Alice and Misha.
And she'll walk back to towards the restaurant.
William also follows with the giant, all by himself because giant fuck off wolf is with Misha.
Yes, the giant fuck off wolf.
Does Alice and Misha follows him?
This just got complicated.
This just got complicated.
How close? Well, if he walked up, I was actually in theory closer, right?
Yeah. It was you, and then he closed the gap to shake her hand.
Right. Okay. So, what you said, this is in an alley?
The alley behind the restaurant. Yeah, she was locking up for the night and going home.
Okay. That doesn't work for what I need, really. So that's fine. If we were closer to her house, then I had an idea, but we are not. So yeah, she'll play along.
So yeah, she'll unlock the restaurant and can I get you anything to eat? I think we still have some leftovers in the fridge. I could warm them up.
No. I'm not hungry. William, does the Misha and Alice follows?
I did. Is anybody else in this restaurant besides her, since she was locking up?
No, she was the last one out.
Okay. Yeah, she'll just be like, you guys mind if I use the? As she kind of gestures vaguely towards where she guesses a restroom might be at.
Oh, you're just going to walk past that paper partition and take a left.
All right, thanks. And she will do that, and she's going to make her way towards the office where she assumes cameras. If there are cameras, she can check on that sort of thing.
It's not like a huge restaurant, so there's not cameras.
She's still going to check to make sure.
Okay. That's fine. You can do your perception alertness to see that there's no cameras.
She just doesn't want there to be any evidence of them having been here.
Okay. Yeah, it's a small restaurant.
Erica, the person who was leaving is Nisha. She is a councilwoman in Brooklyn. This is Alice, Baroness of Manhattan.
Oh, yes. I believe we catered your wedding. I am so sorry about what happened there.
Alice will put a smile on her face and turn her back for a moment, pulling out a Zippo and is flicking it open and closed, trying to regain some degree of composure at that statement.
The Erica.
Yes.
I come here under the I come here under the authority of the Baroness Mariposa, who we're trying to find out the renters who caused this bloody massacre.
Oh, I see. I thought it was known who killed people. I thought it was a ranter attack.
It is a renter attack. We are just trying to gather evidences. Did you know there was a renter who was captured alive?
I didn't know that at all.
Yes, I captured him myself.
Well, good for you.
Thank you. Before this attack, there were information was being found regarding someone who was leaking information. And when we questioned this renter, he gave us a name.
She looks like she's just trying to follow along. She's not she doesn't actually have like any changes across her face at the moment.
He said that there was a boggin who was working for the wedding named Erica.
Well, you can't possibly think I had anything to do with this, can you?
That's why we're here to find out.
Can you check the sidebar real quick?
Yeah. You can roll a what is it? Intelligence technology, I guess. Wits technology, whichever one you would typically roll for breaking into a computer.
Okay.
So
there. You think I had something to do with this attack?
What I think, and the truth, is something I'm trying to find. I will be very happy if you cooperate with me and my friends. I don't think they would drop names so easily, but I also think that you may or may not be willingly or unwillingly share information. So I would like to know, who did you share information? Why did you share information? And or if you did share information with some people.
She looks like she has to think for a moment before she talks. I don't think I shared information with anybody of any consequence.
Somebody peony.
Yeah, I will peony. Like I will actually perception empathy if you allow me, Carol.
Yeah, I was going to ask for the same.
Go for it.
I fail.
Can I get a hold of like a phone number, anything else like that?
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, you get her phone number and home address.
Thank you.
4 successes, assuming difficulty 6.
Yes, and against her fail, like literally, that's 4 successes against her. Yes, she's holding back quite a bit of information at the moment. She's trying her best to like not cry.
Mm-hmm. William looks like he doesn't understand, so he looks at the Alice. Does Alice like nods, or like she looks extremely angry, or like she wants to punch her?
Alice actually speaks up. There's something you're not telling us. What are you hiding?
William takes a deep breath. And like he is going to guilt trip her. So William looks. He takes a deep breath. And he looks down. I need you to listen to me very carefully. Do you have any oaths to anybody?
She holds up her hands. I don't have any oaths to anybody.
Do you have any friends that you really like?
Of course.
You saw those people you feed. I saw those people you fed. How would you feel if someone just enters here while you're trying to do good things, massacre them, and just acts like nothing happened? Trying to solve problems by causing massacre, unhappy individuals. You know how many people lost their friends, their loved ones, their family? Everybody in Brooklyn or everybody in the community lost someone. There's 2 people who's trying their goddamn best to hold themselves because of what happened. And I don't know if I'm capable of holding them. So your cooperation is extremely important to find those who kill these people, and then it's extremely important regarding those who would want to hurt you, who would want to ask terrible things to happen to you when the judgment comes to you. Because I'm sorry, my friend, but you will have to go near responsible individuals after we have this conversation. But your cooperation, the things you hide, if you tell us what you know, what may help us to help this problem, you may get a reduced sentence. But I need you to tell me all the story from beginning to an end without any lies. If he caught any lies, and there will be problems, Erica. So please, let's begin from the beginning.
She bursts into tears as you're accusing her of murder, and treason most high. I don't know why you would assume that I would do something to hurt anybody. Every Sunday, I invite people to make sure that people are fed. All I want to do is feed people and make sure that they're happy. And she comes for the wedding. She wants our food. She wants a traditional Japanese wedding, and I worked so hard night and day to make sure that the food was authentic and delicious and served in a way that would make these guests happy. It was supposed to be such a feather in my cap, you know.
Cut the
I
bullshit.
was going to pray. You need
Shut
to
up.
roll perception empathy to see if this is bullshit. Honey.
Okay.
I am
Roll.
really sorry, but like it just felt so much bullshit after what he said. I am really sorry. Like, do I really know need to roll?
Yep.
Failure.
Okay.
Yeah.
I will fucking spend a willpower because I think I am justified.
That's
Spend a
fine.
willpower.
I said in the sidebar that I what I was doing, so basically she's just back in the room.
Okay.
I totally failed. She's there.
Fuck.
Look
I got one
Okay.
success.
give me
Yeah.
a second to roll.
Versus
So.
her 6 successes.
Holy
oh
crap.
God. You
What the hell?
you are buying this hook, line, and sinker and just
Yes, I am.
so bad for this girl right now who's just bawling her eyes out. Those of you who have failed, she's heartbroken and crying, and yeah, this is
Wait, William spent a willpower, right?
yeah, he didn't and
I had one success with the willpower.
versus her 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 successes to go through this. So yeah. You guys aren't picking up that this is like any sort of deception in this.
William just like nods. I want to trust you. I really do. And he turns to his sister and he says, Baroness, is there any way you can shoo away the deception?
Not that I. Only illusionary type stuff.
OOC. So we totally believe her. And can we even try to do something like
I
to make
can't, but
sure-
maybe you can.
like can we even like try to make sure that like she is not lying?
I mean, there are things you can do and still believe that she's telling the truth. Yeah, like you can be skeptical. You can come at doubt from other angles. Maybe she right now you don't believe that she did anything maliciously. I'm not, but that doesn't necessarily mean you believe she didn't do something accidentally.
Okay.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking. Because Misha's gonna look at her, just be like, "Okay, so how is it that things got so misguided on you? Like, how did that happen?"
I don't know. I don't know why they would accuse me of helping. I don't know anybody.
No one doubts
Have
that
you
you want
ever-
to help.
Have you ever get tortured?
She looks at
Jesus.
William like, why would? No.
I feel like there are things that is being kept. We don't want to hurt you, so please tell us the things you know. There are many things that a lot of people may do.
The simple fact is, someone sold you out.
Why
And-
they would do that?
Yeah, someone sold you out. So even if it's not true, we really should probably take you in.
I didn't do anything. Anybody can get my name.
You, but why specifically you? Of all the people that worked there, I mean, and I helped plan the wedding.
She runs up to like the counter. If like it's not like a dash away, like the counter is not in front of the door. Like the rich, like, yeah. Anyways, and she like grabs a card for the restaurant and she puts it on the table.
What is this supposed to mean?
It has her name on it.
William takes a deep breath. I want to believe you, but I don't feel like I believe you. I shouldn't, because there's too many facts. Nobody would just drop your name. You may be just a good liar, and we have no way of knowing that you can be a good liar. William does this, like, a small whistle.
Mm-hmm.
Kelgar just like walks really close to Erica, like just stands there, like sleeps, but like make sure his presence is known. Like intimidating, like not that William is just gonna like let Kelgar lose on her, like that's kind of like extremely cruel of him. He wouldn't do that. It's just like you may like intimidating her with that giant fuck off wolf that you like to call. You like to call a lot.
Yes. Let's see. So that was her role to determine the social dynamics of this group. I believe that's 4 successes, right? Wait, no, wait. This is smaller than a dinner party. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 successes to determine the social dynamics of this group.
William
cares. Just to tell you that?
I don't. I'm just letting you know that she knows.
Yeah, William. That's fine. William like doesn't care for Erica that much. He is sad for her, but he also like skeptical. Mm-hmm. He is like,
Right now, Misha's extremely bad botch is warring with her natural paranoid and suspicion of things. So she's kind of warring within herself. But when it comes to this girl, it's like she's trying to convince herself to believe despite herself.
And other Alice?
Alice is clearly feels that this girl is being honest with the fact that she is sad and that this was supposed to be a major event. But what is radiating off of Alice is the kind of malice that only comes from someone who doesn't care and wants to set you on fire.
Jesus.
And is playing with a Zippo in front of you, regardless of circumstances. The only thing that's keeping her held back right now is her love of her husband and her, even though she's had disagreements with him after the things she's talked about with Amber regarding this, her respect for William. Because if William wasn't here, and it was just Misha.
She was burning.
Oh yeah, Misha wouldn't have stopped her either. Misha would not have even. Misha would, yeah. She knows Misha was. She knows Misha would be like, yeah, go for it.
Yeah. So is that barely restrained, murderous intent there?
So what she's going to do is she looks around everybody at William threatening her vaguely with a fuck off wolf, and the person whose body language seems to intend to set her on fire. She's going to look at Misha.
Oh my god. Thank you, Botch.
You're part of the council and part of the people who are trying to change how we're being treated by nobility. I've seen your name Why is the word of a known criminal being used to try and or to sorry, I'm trying to remember the words here. So as conviction for judge, jury, and executioner against me. I mean,
You're not.
You got Rabati.
It's okay. I understood what she was saying, but you're neither being. Okay, you're definitely being judged, but you're not. Nobody's hanging you or executing you, and this isn't a trial. This is us trying to get some answers. You have them.
And I start to feel like you're not telling me everything. And my patience is getting lowered.
William.
No. My patience is getting lowered. As he says it again, there were people who died. Everybody lost someone. You and your actions, I may care for those, but you will tell us what you did.
I just cooked for the wedding.
Can I peony that? Like, that is a direct statement. You can tell me no after my botch, and that's acceptable. I'm just asking.
That's fine. If you're gonna peony, I'll roll the appropriate counter.
Why in the world just happened there? There.
Let's see. 1, 2.
Oh,
3,
God.
6.
At least I got one.
So she got 7. So
I'm just happy I didn't botch this time.
No, you just aren't picking any lies up.
That's fair. The food was really good. Unfortunately, the taste of it is kind of gone from my memory as I remember holding my best friend as she bled out on me.
I'm so sorry. By the way, I need to be rolling something else at the moment. One second. Let's see.
That was also Misha's way of trying to harden herself by remembering that at that exact moment, if you know what I mean.
Okay. It feels a little chilly in the room, but nothing that actually sticks.
Is she just activated an art?
Nope.
Can we roll?
Yep. You can roll
Perception.
Kenning. Yep.
A botch.
Look at my ones today. Mine's a fail.
Certainly is drafty as far as the veil is concerned. For the botch, just you think you feel like you are being warned about something. Your behavior, William, or the botch, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Without, yeah. But by the way, is Alice going to roll to try to catch that? I want to give Alice a chance before I do something.
Matthew, are you there?
Maybe I had to step off a second.
Sorry, apparently I was muted the entire time. Yeah, I was
perception cunning if you want to.
Yeah. I was going to ask what the difficulty was.
Standard.
Okay, it's standard, so I'm not going to spend the willpower then. And
whew, finally someone got something.
Woo!
You recognize that chill as the cold winds of banality.
Like someone calling upon the banality, or like can I perceive generally where it's coming, or does it just feel like the whole area?
It seems like it breezed past from the direction of Erica, but you don't know what caused it. Not with 2 successes.
What is the wording of the bog and flaw?
The Boggin flaw is Boggins are inherently helpful and cannot resist offering aid when it's needed. When they encounter someone who is legitimately in need of help, the player must make a willpower roll difficulty 8 to resist helping them in some way. This does not apply to a sworn enemy.
All right. Misha is about to do something that she's going to be mad at herself for later.
Mm-hmm.
She is going to, because according to what, she is going to basically open herself up. And this is not something she does easily, and we both know this. But she's going to look at her and just say, look, it was my best friend. You have information in your hands that could help me. And I'm just asking that you help me find the person or people who did this.
Before anyone responds, I have one request. Can I call upon the weird right now while Misha's talking?
To what? I mean, you can activate. What do you want to call upon the weird?
Just in case something violent is about to happen. And I was just curious if that would roll over into a combat scene, or if I should activate, or do I have to wait till the combat scene has actually occurred to call upon it and have it in the same scene?
Jesus, I don't know.
Then I will not do that and let Misha's thing continue.
Okay. Let's see. She looks at you with the sincerity of just heartbreak at the loss. She's like, I don't know who did this, but I will do my best to make sure whoever it was that hurt your friend is put to justice. As she says this, though, you see her kind of like shiver and just like close her eyes in pain for a moment.
William.
Oh, and you will all feel that cold fucking breeze come in and hit her for that, by the way.
William.
Yeah, Misha thinks that she's trying to make herself fade or forget.
No, it's just William, I think, always is antithesis, but William doesn't know that. And he hears a cold breathe again. I'm gonna roll to see if I can get it.
Yes, perception, Kenning.
Can I just roll Grimmaire to understand?
8. I have 5 successes.
She is definitely kicking off her antithesis.
Okay.
I was gonna say, can I just roll Grimmaire to try to understand this stuff? If that doesn't work, that's fine. I was just thinking Grimmaire would probably explain what's happening, because other than that, I don't know how to.
You probably recognize banality as somebody who's had your own antithesis kicked off. So if you want to see if you recognize the incoming banality as that, yeah, I'll Grimmaire rolls.
William.
Yeah.
Just says, Erica.
Yeah, got it.
Erica?
She shakes her head and opens her eyes. Yes.
Dreaming doesn't like what you do. You're doing something against your own nature now. As he looks her deep in the eyes, I am getting more and more convinced that you're lying to me. Now, we can handle this in 2 ways. You can just start telling everything that you know, or I will start beating you. I will get the information I need, and then return to you after I heal you. So, better start telling me, or I will not have mercy on you.
You're protecting someone you see as being in need.
Just past that point. Start talking. I'm losing my patience.
Misha's just watching her because she actually still has apparently is it a little too soft in this scene.
Mhm.
And she's actually kind of looking at her with those big, big eyes. And not in an intimidating way, but kind of, I mean, especially since she was just kind of putting her real feelings out there, she's a little too exposed.
Mhm.
By the way, like at that time, Kelgar just sits near William, and like William's hands goes to Kelgar's neck, as he's like still staring at her eyes.
All right. I'm going to have you roll manipulation intimidation for this.
Does Kelgar affects? Does
Yeah,
his
his. You can have his too.
Thank you. Kelgar has manipulation, charisma 3, intimidation 3.
Okay. She's got 2 successes to resist.
Okay, this is for Kelgar. This is for William. I got 1, 2,
William
3, 4.
is more intimidating than the fuck off wolf.
Yeah.
She's more okay. So she's just like cringing away from William's threats of violence against her. And she just shakes her head and and just with a very sad look on her face says, I thought you believed in justice and you're threatening me with torture for information I don't know.
But you know
Tell that to
something.
the dead who died in the massacre you may have caused. Tell that to my friend who died.
So maybe you didn't do it. But I think you know something about someone who did.
Start talking.
William, give me a second, please.
She looks at Misha. I don't know what kind of information you think I have.
Okay.
I'm willing to grant you that you didn't do it. That seems a little bit more than you're getting from these other two, right?
She nods and her big wide eyes.
So, say you didn't do it on purpose, or say that there's some other explanation for it. Help me think here, because you're the only one who knows things about your life. I had only seen you in passing like once before today. So tell me what you think might be connected. And if you're protecting someone, I mean, I get that. That's kind of what you do, right?
And she's just kind of like staying very quiet, but like crying as she does. Like the tears are still coming out of her eyes. She's like blinking. The big ones are rolling down her cheek. I'm not protecting anyone. I'm just scared that he's going to beat me. She says as she like indicates to William, or she's going to do something horrible with that lighter.
William takes a deep, long-ass breath as he is getting done.
Okay.
His impatience is
Maybe
getting...
you should roll your impatience then.
Go for it.
I will do whatever I can to stop that. I will even give you my word that I will stand next to you and make sure that nothing happens to you. I'll stand in front of you, for that matter, if you just tell me what's going on. Tell me what you know.
She'll offer her hand to Misha and say, "Do you want to make a promise? And I'll tell you everything I can remember about the day of the wedding."
Not the day of the wedding, from the beginning, you fool.
She puts her hand down. "You wouldn't believe me anyways."
How do you know what? It doesn't matter if he believes you because I'm the one you're making the deal with.
He's the one who's going to beat me.
And I'll be the one right in front of you.
Misha, don't do a contract with her. She doesn't deserve it. She's
This
trying to
isn't a
manipulate us from the
contract, it's a
beginning.
promise. I have not agreed
It's
to the
different.
contract.
Let's just go get her to Mariposa. This is getting out of hand. She's trying to manipulate us from the beginning. She has been giving herself, not doing the things she should by dreaming. Let's just go. She can talk about justice, peace. What happened to those who fucking died? She's extremely lucky that I am here and
Don't-
Alice is not burning her.
I know that. But I'm telling you that this is the... You're forgetting that she was my friend too. And I have never forgotten that.
I'm not forgetting anything. I'm just getting tired of this. I try to give her a chance. She doesn't. She just proved that she didn't deserve it.
She said she would tell me everything from the day of the wedding.
The day of the wedding doesn't matter. The day of the wedding is not the day that she sold us. She sold us before.
I get that. But if you'd let me talk, then maybe you would have understood that.
1 minute. She got 1 minute. Start talking.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Just give me a minute.
And he's like looking at Erica. Start talking.
And she's going to move and put herself in between Erica and William.
Stand with me.
And she is standing with her back to William. Keep in mind, you can see right over her. Like, you are like 2 feet taller than her.
You made an oath to stand with me. I need you to stand with me.
I swear, William, if you do this right now, you're going to have a problem with me. This is not the time for this. I just want to goddamn talk to her. Give me that minute you said I would have.
She got a minute.
Thank you. And she will just kind of look to Erica and be like, tell me I will still make that deal with you if you will tell me everything about that day and about anybody that you might have talked to about this subject beforehand.
45 seconds.
I want a contract. And I'll tell you everything that happened the day of the wedding.
30
and anybody
seconds.
I talked to.
I couldn't hear because he said something.
Yeah, he's counting down time.
Right, I get it. You're still counting down time. We get it. Just let me hear what she said, okay?
Yeah, she said, I want a contract and I'll tell you everything and everyone I spoke to on the day of the wedding.
That's not enough. I need to know before the wedding as well.
20 seconds.
I don't know what you would need the day before the wedding.
Everything. It's not about a time frame. Anybody that you spoke to about the wedding.
I had to speak to a lot of people as a caterer.
10.
I have time.
He's going to kill me. He's going to hurt me.
No, he's not.
Start talking. 5. 4. Is she gonna start talking?
Actually, I'm going to see. You can go ahead and roll your manipulation intimidation for this.
Okay. Do I also roll for Kelgar?
Yeah.
I got Q. She got Q as well.
Yeah. So no, she's not talking. She doesn't seem incredibly comfortable with this situation. But no, she
Wouldn't be at a higher difficulty though.
What do you mean?
Her willpower. like wouldn't be like difficulty 8 for her because like she's like there's like 3 people. William is known as like this like there's a giant fuck off wolf. I don't know. Like I'm just like asking because like I don't want to like interrupt you in real like esteem, but like wouldn't be in higher difficulty for her to resist this.
I mean, okay. So her one versus uh, Kelgar's one or Williams one.
Oh no
She's
no
still
no.
defender.
Oh okay. I thought like the Kelgar and Williams one like gets like makes 2, but I'm sorry.
All right.
Please go ahead.
As a side note, because I'm noticing all these failed rolls, I think I'm finally willing to spin the glamour on this. Can I cast Kindle on her?
You're gonna set her on fire?
No, Kindle causes her to feel heat and irritation. It just adds +1 difficulty to all her rolls for the duration of the cantrip. Nothing that actually kills her or is harmful. But Alice is getting really sick of how poorly we seem to be having an impact on her, so she wants to make the poor girl distracted.
Mm-hmm.
So for the bunk for that, Alice has spent this entire time being very intimidating, flicking open and closing that Zippo, and finally she lights it. And at the moment of lighting it, this entire time, that's been the cantrip.
Okay. Say -3.
Okay, -3. Oh boy. So first, I'm going to roll my nightmare dice on the roll.
Okay.
6 of them.
Ooh.
And oh god, that's 2 more to add to the sheet.
That certainly is.
And then I'm going to roll my normal, not nightmare dice. Which is the other 4. So, well,
Holy shit.
the difficulty is base 8 minus 3, so 5. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That is 8 rounds. She's just not going to be. She has a +1 difficulty, and she just feels hot and irritated as soon as she sees the Zippo light.
Jeez.
+1 difficulty to every roll she makes for the scene. Well, for the 8 turns.
Okay. So yeah, you make her incredibly uncomfortable, and she's just like as she feels hot and itchy, and she's fidgeting and like kind of like trying to like find the source of this irritation, and just under like this tormented feeling of just the pyretics magic kind of festering on her at the moment. So it is going to be torture, she says, as she like continues to like writhe uncomfortably.
Start talking.
I have nothing to tell you.
Gone. Okay then. Misha, I'm calling Mariposa.
Misha nods, and we'll move next to William.
William starts calling Mariposa and actually texts to her regarding like we have Erica. She isn't talking to us.
Are you calling her or texting her?
Texting her.
She will text back. Are you sure she's guilty? Are you sure of her guilt? Something along those lines. In some sort of like Spanglishy syntax.
No, that's why we need you.
And she'll send a message that she is at the county freehold if you want to bring the girl.
I'm not your Tane. Bring your own guards.
You're not going to get a response
Here's the location.
Yeah, there's no response to that kind of aggressiveness from Mariposa.
I love Mariposa.
So, that might not have been the way to go about things. Did I tell you what her nickname was from Burning Sands?
No.
She's the steel butterfly.
I don't know what that means.
Steel is like the fucking metal for weapons.
Yeah, steel
strong.
is what, yeah.
I mean, if she's not gonna send any fucking Tames, I will call Leon.
Oh my god! Yes.
Yeah. Like, hey, Mariposa doesn't do anything about this, by the way. Like, just so you know.
Just like an hour of her writhing uncomfortably as you're like, so nobody's coming. Cool.
No, it really is just like, yeah, I called the barony now, and they got ways of like finding lies. I'm pretty sure Baron Leon is going to be really interested in you. I heard he is extremely nice to those who defies him. So your only chance is 3 individuals here, maybe having a possibility to defend you. And if you want us to defend you, please start talking. You know you did something. You wouldn't just cry. You wouldn't get like lying to us because dreaming like you are being extremely uncomfortable. We heard, we sensed the wind of banality. So did you. Start talking. I'm not gonna hurt you if that's what you want to do.
She
Listen, you started this. I had no intention of hurting you. These two here, they came here with like this crazy ideas. I told them that you may have some. I convinced them to show you mercy. I came here believing that maybe you didn't do something wrong. Maybe you were just manipulated. Maybe you just didn't want to do anything. And you were forced to do what you did. I am willing to believe in you, but I know you're fucking lying to me. So please, I wish to tell those people who will come here that you didn't lie to us, that you knew that you fucked up and you told us what you did. Because these things regarding the wedding was being shared days ago from the wedding. So you trying to be manipulative towards my friend is also getting to piss me off. And please tell me what you did. Because those renters are gonna die. And if you just get off from what you did right now, if they start talking and tell us that Erica is the one who shared us information, do you think that's gonna make sense? Do you think that's gonna make sense for you? Do you think that it's gonna be okay for you to being found out as a liar when we get the renters? We already know where they are. So please start talking, because that's your only goddamn chance to get mercy out of the nobility that we are trying to, get us to work with us in this situation.
So you already know where the ranters are, and you're just torturing me for what exactly?
To know what you did. I'm not torturing you. You didn't see any torture here. Trust me. Tell me what you did. Torture, whatever the fuck you said. Stop changing this fucking subject. Tell me what you did.
Go ahead and roll that intimidation again?
I think like he was also trying to be a bit like leadershipy, that like, okay, I want to help you.
If you want to roll manipulation leadership, that's fine.
Thank you. I got one. I don't think I'm rallying her, so I have 3 successes. Oh gosh, she got 2. No, 1. She got 1. Finally.
Yeah. Let me think how best to go about doing this for a second. I'm not used to being led.
She is manipulative as fuck.
Who's manipulative as fuck?
Erica, like she is good at like being like she played three of us to each other. It was quite nice.
Oh, by the way, did you send a text to Leon or you just threatened
No, I
to?
did. I didn't. I just said that I threatened you as an SD. Like I will fucking go to Leon. Like
Do it. You can't threaten me with that. I want you to.
no, I'm told Mariposa what like she needs to do, and like she can't tell me what to bring. She should fucking work and send someone to get.
You also can't tell her what to bring.
Yeah, but I can also make a speech about how she is not like doing stuff regarding renters.
I mean, you can, but you did just try to order a Baroness. So,
She's not sending anything. Cool.
Yeah.
It's on her.
She has stuff to do, William. She can't just up and go to Queens. So,
I mean, she can send someone. God damn it.
Well, you asked her for help. What do you want? Like arresting Thanes? Like it was very kind of confusing what you were asking for, and then you were very abrupt with her.
I know. Basically, like we got Erica, and like she's not cooperating with us.
No.
Like she isn't, and we know that she is a suspect. So let's get her in. You guys can question her. She's not cooperating with us. So like oh, bring her here, and then William says like send your Tane. I'm not your Tanes. Send your own Tanes to get her. Like William doesn't have the means to arrest her. Like I don't have a black van. Like I don't have a van to just like put Erica down and go to her. Like I don't have means to arrest Erica, in a way where like most barons do, or counts do, or countesses do. I just like William just said I will arrest her, but like basically it was I will go and talk, and then when we have like her secure, you guys will send your stuff to get her in. If she like that like like she can send the county guards to get Erica in to the county prison or like county for questioning.
Okay. Well, it's still not going to happen right away. So, but you're leadering her into talking to you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, one moment. Okay, so 4 successes. Okay. I don't know what is going to be useful, but I can tell you. Okay. So, and she'll point at Alice. She hired us to be her caterers. There are people in and out of here all the time. My office is just a small thing in the back. It's right near the bathrooms. Anybody can pass by and hear it. The walls are paper thin. Any phone call that comes in, I don't have security. Why would I? I work in a Japanese restaurant. I'm not. And she's like, points herself. It's not like I'm even the owner. Do I look like I am the one bringing authentic Japanese recipes?
No, you completely don't look like that. I'm sorry, hon, but you look like you're bullshitting me again. So start fucking talking.
You better roll that perception empathy if you want to say she looks like she's bullshitting you again.
Okay.
Well, shit. Well, he could say it either way.
Yeah, but
Whether it's true.
I mean, whether it's true or not, William just feels being bullshitted, and if she wants to like say like, "No, I'm not bullshitting you," she can say that.
Mm-hmm. Well, she's of course she says I'm not bullshit. I'm not. I'm just telling you what I know. Let's see. That is 3 successes versus her. What was it? Let's see. Yeah, she had 4 successes. Yes. Wait.
She's lying again. God damn it.
So, but it's not necessarily lying. It's more, and this is OOC, so you can understand what's going on. Right now, it's going to be overload of information. So, she's going to tell you everything that happened that she can remember. And then this day I woke up and I came in and we were practicing cooking this recipe for the appetizers for her wedding. And around this day, she came in with a request for an ubi cake, which is technically from the Philippines. So my boss didn't know how that worked. So I had to go into Chinatown and and I had to, look for a Filipino market and find a ube, and I had to research how to bake this cake, and she will carry on and on and on about this information.
When I was researching cake, William just gives her a look,
Mm-hmm.
and he takes a deep, long breath.
William, you ask for this information. Let her talk. We'll figure out what's important later.
She knows what she did, and she is trying to play with us. Please, stop showing this bitch a mercy that she doesn't deserve.
Yeah, that's the best way to convince her.
I think we misunderstand each other, Erica. So...
I think no matter what I tell you, you're going to think I'm lying to you.
Because you are lying to me. You're not getting to the fucking point, Erica.
What do you want me to tell you?
Tell me how the fuck renters get the information out of you.
Oh, of course. Of course. Let me just tell you why would the ranters talk to me? Who the hell am I that you think I am so important that they would come to me like you and threaten me within an inch of my life?
I've always said
the cold chill of banality settles in on her again.
Okay.
She's just gonna be like, I've always thought that we were all equal, and therefore you're making yourself sound small. Sounds like you're going for pity. I hate to tell you this, we're commoners too. As she kind of gestures between her and William.
William cracks his knuckles.
Mm-hmm.
I just felt banality again. I always try to be better for individuals who I represent, but you're coming so close to piss me off really badly.
Out of character, this is Carol's response. This is you not pissed off?
Yeah, he is like William, she's saying are you gonna torture me? Is it pushes William away from what he does. But at the same time, first and for all, he knows that she is giving extremely stupid information to just act like she is telling us something while she doesn't. She knows what she did because the banality, we can sense the banality. Mm-hmm. There's always the second she just lies to us, she gets banality. The second we just try to tell her what's going on, tell us, she lies, and then she tries to get her to pity. This, how do I say this? This is becoming a. It's not period, but this is becoming a. The thing that housewives is good at.
No, I don't. What are they good at?
If I do something and if I do something again in certain circumstances,
pattern.
If I do it again, pattern. This is a pattern. She is keep trying to get her pity us. William senses it as well, and he is I am getting angry because you are just keep lying to us while we trying to give you ways out of this problem.
William, yeah, so that's fine. Misha's just gonna be let's just take her in. Let's just take her in, and we'll figure it out there. If she's innocent, she will come out innocent.
Yeah.
I'm sure that she have ideas and ways to make her talk if she doesn't want to talk to commoners.
So, since that babbling probably took a good 20 minutes of long enough for William's patience to be tested again and for banality to roll in. Even though you sent the message to Mariposa, there's a knock at the door, and there's some some individuals you've probably seen around the county. They are county guards. They are not wearing Mariposa's badge, though. They are wearing Leon's. And
How the fuck Leon know about this?
anyways,
Someone must be bugging her phone.
that is something you'll have to look into to find out in character. But the guards knock on the door, and then they like part ways, and as they do, somebody steps forward, smiling, and hold on. Let me go ahead and pull up this overlay so you see who's standing at the glass door.
It's not too hard to figure out based on the livery.
William like opens the door. What do you want, house cat?
Hey there, babe. Reference to the big blue ox if you didn't catch on. Mary says that somebody needed picking up. I figured I'd roll out with the boys, see if how things are going.
Yeah, she's not telling us what you want to do. You want to like torture her or something?
Torture?
Oh shit, you're a puka, right? Yeah, you're a house cat. Get in, man. As he like pulls Leon in.
Look, it's another commoner, is what Misha says.
Is he like literally pulls Leon in from like holes from shoulder, like pulls Leon?
She like says it just a little too loud, considering that we have a clericon who has at least a form of a title, and we have a guy who actually, you know, is the holder of a title, and they're both commoners. Hey, look, it's more commoners.
Like William like pulls Leon in like very nonchalantly, and he says, "Oh, you're a puka, so use your shit on her."
You could have at least said please. Jeez.
Shut the fuck up. Do your job.
Excuse me?
Do your job. We need information. Do your goddamn job, Leon.
Last I checked, you aren't my authority. You better
I am not your
stand
authority.
the fuck down, troll.
Look, ask the questions. Go on, ask the questions.
William, listen. Please calm down.
I am calm. We are in front of an information that we are looking for a long ass time before you fucking came here. So ask the questions. We need to know her connection with those people. Please, Leon. She has been lying to us. She has been playing us for a long time. And you know you need to do this. And I will tell people, Leon, help me. So please, help us.
He gives a little smile and he's like, of course I'll help you. That's all you had to ask.
Go on.
Let's see. I have to look up what his actual perception empathy is.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
By the way, like William pulled him in and like start yelling at him. How is his guards looking?
His guards are like reaching for their swords. Oh God, she doesn't stand a chance. All right, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4 questions she's going to have to answer honestly.
William kind of looks at Leon and says, "Ask her," as he says, like niceness, like
I just imagine like the most forced fucking smile.
Exactly. Now, please ask her. How did she give the information to the renters regarding the wedding?
And he turns and he gives like kind of a low like purr to her, and he's like, "No." And he like touches her under the chin. I know you're tired. You want to go home. Why don't you go ahead and tell these nice people how you fucked up.
Alice has just rolled her eyes at this.
At Leon?
Yes.
Yeah, Leon is like, William is just like, gives those guards a look like, don't make me stick that pointy swords in your asses. Put those shit down.
I'll find you all!
Yeah, exactly. I'll fight you fucking all.
And she seems kind of, well, anyways, whatever he's selling, she is buying into the puka merit. And she just kind of like looks in his eyes and I I just talked to the nice man who came in. And he said I'd be doing everybody a favor if I just told him where the wedding venue was being moved to.
Did she knew her actions and what she was did she knew her actions and what her action was going to cause?
Hold on. He once again he like looks at her and he's like, okay. So you spoke to somebody. Did you know it was going to cause a big problem like that, sweetheart? She tries to hesitate for a moment, but she just gives a slow nod of the head.
She's guilty. Fuck.
Can you ask her why she did it, knowing that?
Leon looks very angry at her. And like he's holding her chin, and if you look, you can see he's like holding it tight now.
William kind of like touches Leon's shoulder. Bro, calm down, please.
And he lets go of her, and like he flexes his hands, and like his nails are sharp. And you can see like little red dots along her jawline where like he was holding on. They're not bleeding, but it was pretty close. Why would you knowingly feed those fuckers information? He says, and he's like gritting his teeth and like kind of like pulling out some very like feline menace with her. And she looks at William and then back to Leon. And she says, everyone thinks they're so much more important than I am. And I just wanted to show that I could make a difference too.
By killing a bunch of people who were people just like you.
You know,
they weren't like me, she says as she like stops looking at Leon. They weren't like me. They're nobility.
Oh, really?
Alice's hand has gone to her sword.
Yeah, Misha's just standing at this point. She looks livid. And she's just like, my best friend who died was a puka. She was a commoner. Just like you. Just like me.
She was there. You were there. You supported it.
I support free choice.
And yet you were at that wedding.
Yeah, it was her free choice. She gestures towards Alice.
You knowingly did this by a very selfish thing. You used us against each other while we were here. You lied to us many times. After especially I told you that we may get this information from someone else and you may get fucked even more. You refused to share any type of information with us until you were forced to give it to us. Baron Leon, if you want to ask any questions or anybody else wants to ask any questions, please do, but this individual proved that she deserves no mercy. She's guilty as much as those people who attacked that wedding. And I don't know if you know me, but I don't say these words quite easily. as he looks at Leon with like serious eyes, he's like intimidated. This is the first time where they're like actually like probably William is about to like say thank you to Leon after this. Like he it's getting like the emotions are there. His friend died because of this bitch.
Mhm. Um, Leon, like he'll make the eye contact, but you can just see like he's just furious at the moment, and he looks. You know what? Roll perception empathy.
Got two.
I too am going to do that.
Yes.
2 successes.
Okay. And
Also 2.
okay. 2 successes, and since you all know plenty of individuals who act brash, you could. He has that look like he is about to do something drastic.
Baron Leon.
He's just not stopping him.
William does because like as he like actually like kind of like comes near Leon,
Mm-hmm.
he takes a deep breath and he says, "I know we don't like each other, but everybody deserves a free trial. Let her have her trial.
Fuck her trial.
You're not vigilantes. All of us, all of you here, all 3 of you, are individuals that serves to the people. At least that's what you should do." Wiley intimidated her with promises of violence, or we are extremely angry. Just get her in. Give her the free trial that everybody should get. And then
Alice?
get her the
She looks over.
Tell her if you want to. Tell her so that she can feel the true guilt of what she's done. Tell her that it was your choice.
Alice nods. You want the truth? About everything regarding me and Sebastian? About why everything was happening?
I don't need your delusions, she says.
Delusions. I'm a Clerichon. If I was going to fight something, I'd win. If this was something I didn't want, there's no chains that can bind me. I wanted this. I love him.
So, okay, here's what I'm going to do, and you're going to need to roll a manipulation expression for this.
Manipulation expression.
Yep. Yeah.
basically you will try to like express your feelings because she may be manipulated into the believing that you were forced to this marriage, and she was manipulated so good that she wouldn't believe you even if you say the truth.
I will spend 1 willpower for this.
I wouldn't.
I have 4 dice.
Okay. I'm just saying this is going to end badly. Heads up.
Yay! Bad endings. But I'm spending a willpower.
Okay.
And oh no. I know. You're advising me not to spend willpower?
Yeah.
Please do.
I have a better question. Do I even need to roll the dice, or do I know the outcome?
I'll just tell you the outcome.
Exactly.
You may as well have just rolled 4 ones.
Yeah.
Okay, so as you tell her, she looks at you and like just hatred comes like is across her face. She looks at you and she's like, "You are so full of shit. Oh, I'm a Clerichon. I could fight and I would win. Well, why didn't you fight at your goddamn wedding?" And she because she goes like leans in and she goes, "Because you already lost. And as she says that, like Leon, okay, we're gonna do a perception alertness for everybody because remember that whole about to do something brash. You're gonna get to catch that again.
I got 3.
Okay.
I'm spending a willpower.
Okay.
I got 3 successes.
Alice isn't rolling because Alice is going to just fall to her knees at that point and just look blankly at the floor.
Yeah.
So I'm not going to roll.
Okay.
Understand.
Well, we'll say that Misha and William are probably closer to Leon at this moment. He brings up his fist to cold cock her for that.
Oh, yeah.
Cold cock her?
Basically, he's going to punch her in the face real hard, real suddenly.
William just stands in front of William, him and the other one.
Wait, he stands between
Leon and Erica.
Okay. Like, let me make, as long as he doesn't botch his dex strength or dex brawl, I'll say he pulls it ahead of time. But if he botches, he's going to do something. It'll connect with William.
No, like William actually, I want him to hit William if it's gonna hit Erica.
Okay.
Well, if he probably doesn't want to hit William though, so that's the thing.
Because I mean, that's a lot of successes if you want to be
fine. Go ahead and roll it. I don't mind.
Okay. So what is?
I have something I'd like to be doing while they're doing that.
Yeah.
Misha wants to use God. She has it's spring 1.
Mm-hmm.
She wants to basically put a seed of guilt in this bitch. Okay. She can't do that. Apparently she wanted to do it the other way, by saying, look, this was my choice and blah blah blah. Evidently that doesn't work for her, so she wants to plant this seed.
Okay.
And I'm going to assume they're probably all paying attention over there at the time.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to say that Misha probably still has been keeping a seed in her pocket because it's the tiniest thing to keep around anyways. Mm-hmm. It is the most insignificant little bunk, but it's what she's going to do.
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, she keeps... wait, time's not a seed. I was going to say she keeps time with her after Maxine said too.
She does have time with her. In my blue book. But no, that doesn't apply here.
No, because time is evergreen.
She has 6 successes. I know, like you told me, her strength was like 5 as well because William felt it. So I think he's rolling 10 dice to hurt William.
Oh God, why is everybody?
I'm gonna just go ahead and roll my guilt thing on her.
4, 5. Yeah. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. He actually no. William still gets like 4. William gets like 4 damage, 4 bashing damage by getting punched by Leon, and he says like, "Stop!" It's like it hurts him a lot.
He like looks at his fist and like William, who's just stepped in the way to like take this punch, because if it had been like a slow thing, he wasn't going to punch William, so he would have had.
I know. Like he stepped in front of the thing.
Yeah. And so he's giving like this like he like it goes from like the angry that somebody stepped in the way and then like the slow realization that he was losing his fucking cool. And so he's like, I am so...
I'm spending willpower, by the way. That's what I was trying to say how much I had, but I'm going to.
Mm-hmm.
And that got me 2 successes because the difficulty would have been 7 probably.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So 8 minus 1, I'm guessing. So yeah. 2 successes on that.
It's not going to grow rapidly in her, but over the next few days, since I don't think, I mean, unless you guys want to do like scenes perpetually from this point, but I'll put gossip over the next couple of days of her like the immense guilt she feels from this, but it'll take time to grow.
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
Okay.
William like holds his rib cage because that was one good hell of a hit.
Mm-hmm.
And he says, "You should do better than that.
And he gives this look of like it's apologetic,
It's fine.
but
I'm
he's
fine. Go on, sorry, I cut you off.
he's just he like takes like that deep breath to like he's like my apologies, and he looks at his guards and he's like, you know where to take her. And they'll nod and like move with handcuffs. You know,
Yeah, iron handcuffs probably.
no, they
Oh, that would burn so hard around your wrists. Oh
yeah. Mariposa will not allow for iron handcuffs and stuff.
You can't take him
Okay.
into the dreaming anyway. It would only work so far.
Yeah.
Can you imagine letting people just carry that around? Oh.
William like holds his rib cage because it's like it was again like a good hit. He is like bruised right now.
Is it like lethal or bashing? Oh, it was
Bashing.
punch. It was bashing. Okay. Misha was still kind of having just done her little, very minor little spring thing, and will kind of walk up to him and be like, "Are you okay?"
I'm fine.
Okay.
Baron Leon, I thank you for your cooperation.
He gives a nod. See you around. I'm sure you'll have some more questions for or something. He says, just kind of like he does not like losing his cool in front of
Others.
the commoners. He will lose his cool in front of a very certain demographic. This is not that demographic that he likes to lose his cool in front of.
Yeah. Thank you, Baron.
Have a good evening.
Can we talk outside for a bit?
Of course.
Shouldn't you just lie to me?
He's walking past you.
Yeah, he will like look at Misha. Mind if I go in?
You go in.
Go near him and then come back.
It's fine. I'll stay right here.
You need to check Alice.
She just gives him a look. Look, I realize that OOC, Misha's never acknowledged what went down between her and Alice.
Mm-hmm.
She just gives him a look like, really?
He nods. As like Alice is on her knees. And he will like come near Alice, put a hand on her shoulder. Sister, I'll be right back.
Sure. Whatever. Yeah.
And then he will go out near Leon.
Leon's like the others have like filled in like this like van to take back towards the thing. So he's like looking for a cab. He's like, "Oh, I'm glad you could join me."
We start things on the wrong side, and I want to say thank you for helping this investigation. As he extends a hand.
Yeah, he'll shake William's hand.
Is he like very like, yeah, whatever?
No, he is a proper gentleman at the moment. He's not being like he's not being antagonistic or anything. He's still very shaken up that he
Punched William.
punched somebody he didn't intend to punch. Yeah, like
Chicken hits better next time, like you may not know who hits back.
I'm sure you owe me one.
Nah, I'm not gonna hit you. I don't want you to pass out in front of, others. William just like smiles.
he gives like kind of a grin at that, and he's like, I appreciate your consideration.
Now we're getting close regarding this problem. You and your guards and your bros is going to be very helpful regarding fighting with the enemy. These rabid dogs needs to stand down, put down steadily.
If this is their mentality, it certainly is.
What will be possible punishment of her? I would like to know what will be the possible punishments of the bargain.
He gives a shrug. He's Mary, she likes to weigh in on this stuff. If I had my way, I'd have her up on the fucking gallows in the morning.
He said I would have her in the gallows in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, sounds like you.
Roll with an iron fist. What can I say?
Well, thank you again, Baron Leon, and hopefully we will see each other in the future of this investigation.
If you need anything, you know where to find me.
Yeah, if you need anything, you know where to find me as well.
I do.
Yeah, you do. You fucking know you do. Just stop pretending you don't. He kind of like smiles.
He gives him like a grin. He's like, yeah, I'm just fucking with you. And like as he's waving, like a cab finally pulls up, and there's like a lady driver.
Yeah, get out of here, Leon.
He's like, oh, I will. Anyways, like he gets in the cab, and you can see before they pull off, like he's like doing that thing where like he's leaning on like the back seat to like flirt with the driver.
Really like face palms because that's exactly what he does. Like, god damn it.
So yeah, Erica and Leon have both been taken away, and while this was going on, Misha and Alice, what were you doing?
We were doing a little thing on the sidebar. Basically, Misha kind of stood over her, and it just looks really like uncomfortable. And she kind of pulls a chair over, and she's like, "You okay? Like physically?"
Yes, physically. Yeah. And when the hand is offered, she'll take it and get into the chair.
Yeah, she basically just because Misha did offer her hand, like we said, and we'll at least get her into something that is a little more normal looking instead of her being collapsed on the floor.
Mm-hmm.
And then she will pull another chair up and sit there as well. She doesn't really know what to say, but that much was done.
William comes in. Guys, you're trespassing. We should get the fuck out of here.
Oh my god! After threatening somebody with torture, like, we should go. We're trespassing.
Don't worry, I covered it.
Okay then. Okay, I will sit then as well.
I mean, as in, there's no evidence. There won't be evidence of us as long as we don't like leave our hair or fingerprints around here.
Yeah. William like kind of sits near Alice and says, "You know, she was trying to hurt you, right? Like you shouldn't let yourself be hurt like that."
It's not that.
It's what?
She's right about part of it.
You didn't fight in your own wedding? That's true, you didn't, but that's not the point. You would have if you were there and knew that the attack was coming.
It just
And
caught me off guard.
the past can change. You need to work for the future. And what matters is what you're going to change. Looking back is just always going to get you down. You fall down to get up. So you should too.
Did you get that from Batman?
I think it might be from a greeting card, actually.
I thought it was from Chumbawamba.
I get it from
Get knocked
Chumbawamba,
down.
Batman,
Get it
and
up again.
a bunch of stuff, but you know I like Batman. And you may not be a Batman, but you're kind of a superhero as well, so.
Which you're really lucky that I didn't set her on fire, because you did say that you brought up vigilantes, and I'm going to be honest, I can't think of another better descriptor for what a magical girl is other than a vigilante who smiles a lot more.
I wanted to punch the shit out of her, but I wasn't. And what I was saying about, like, I will punch you, I will kick you, it was kind of like trying to intimidate the shit out of her to get her to talk. But I was coming close to fucking punch the shit out of her because I thought that she was lying, and she was lying to us all the goddamn time.
See, this is why I didn't worry about her being sad, because her feelings do not matter.
Exactly. But now you shouldn't also don't let her make you fall down like this. You weren't at the wedding, but you would have fought for your friends. You didn't run away from a fight. You didn't run away from people dying. You just made a bad decision. And again, looking back at that decision and being on the ground because of that isn't going to help anybody.
None of this is going to help anyone. Not until we
Capture the ranchers.
capture.
Well, we will see what's going to happen.
Maybe. Maybe. I don't like this looking around for information. I want to draw them out.
Well, we lost a chance regarding pulling them out with this bitch, but
No, we haven't.
there may be ways for us to do, and now we will plan them.
No, I mean, we maybe haven't if we can talk to the right people and get them to agree to a certain plan. You guys know that I have some skill in spring, right?
Right.
Yeah.
I planted a seed while you guys were all occupied with, I don't know, punching each other and sitting on the ground.
I didn't punch the fucker, she punched me.
I know, William.
Then choose your words, please, carefully, because I'm kind of hurt that I couldn't punch him in the back. I couldn't punch him back.
Okay, look, none of that's the point. The point is everybody was distracted. So I planted a seed. If we give it a few days, give it a little bit of time, we might be able to get her to work with us. We might be able to use her to draw them out.
If they're not checking this place.
I have no idea what they're doing.
They probably watch this place as well, but we will see what's going to happen.
We might be able to get her to work with us, though. That is my point.
No, completely, you're right.
I planted the seed of guilt. So maybe, just maybe, we can get her to work with us because it will help her assuage her guilt.
You're right.
I know I am. I'm not the best at that particular art, but it is definitely one of my best.
Let's get out of here and go back to the freehold and
Drink a lot.
drink. This bitch is just too cruel for a fucking boggin.
Besides, she still owes me the help I asked for, doesn't she?
Kinda, sorta. Come on, Alice.
Right.
He's just gonna walk out the door. She has one hand in her pocket and she is playing with something there, but she's not saying anything. She's just walking out the door.
William will extend a hand to Alice.
She'll take it, stand up.
Come on. And like he will like help her get out. And then if when she gets out, it will just say like, just give me a moment, guys. And then like he will fix the sits. Like nothing happened inside.
William the busboy.
Touching them with like glows and shit, and he's like, okay, everything looks fine.
Okay, this is definitely better than what I thought you were going to ask me to do.
And then he like gets out.
She's gonna wait for you guys to get out of there, actually, because someone needs to lock this place as though nothing happened here.
We don't have
she's
a fucking key.
we don't need the key. And she pulls out lock picks from her bag. And she's going to pick it locked.
Okay, that's larceny. Is there an unlarceny?
Unlarceny.
Like, she's literally just doesn't give two shits if you guys see her doing this.
Difficulty botch. No, I'm kidding.
Potentially. Steady hands should apply here, though.
I
And
was gonna say, like, would that be like the opposite? Would it be like you need to botch this larceny roll to lock the door?
I mean, I
You
just
succeed.
I got plenty, so
You succeed in reverse larceny.
it's not the first time I've
reverse
reversed
larceny.
larceny things.
I think it's still larceny because it's basically like it's still fraud
Yes.
in a weird way.
It's me covering my tracks.
Exactly.
Yeah, and you guys watch her, and she just pulls it out. And she's like, and she looks very practiced. It's like 4 successes, I think it was. So she looks really practiced at this. And then after like, I don't know, 15 seconds, she'll kind of take it and put them back in the little case, drop them back in her bag, and be like, "All right, now she went missing somewhere else. Look at that. Let's go."
Yeah, let's go.
Is this where you'd like to end the scene?
I think it works.
All right. Thank you, players, for playing. Thank you, watchers, for watching, and we'll see you next time.